So as we say that the sine of the torque must be equals the Newton meter, my dear students. So the magnitude of torque is equal to force times r sin theta. Kwa tukiambiwa kuweza kutafuta magnitude ya torque, basi tutamwambia the magnitude of the torque must be equals to force r sin theta, where this theta represent the angle between the force and also the r. Kwa ile force ile angle theta should be the angle ambayo ita exact kati ya perpendicular distance pamoja na ile applied force. This is what we try to observe here. So my dear student, after this one, from our equation number 7 here for our force topic. Now we say that the rotation effect depend on the distance from the point of application of force. Kwa sasa tukiliko kwenye ile equation yetu ambayo tumeweza kuipata hapa, ambayo torque ni sawa na perpendicular distance times the force. Now we say that the rotational effect depend on the distance from the point of the application of force. Kwa ile rotation effect inakuwa inategemea sana sana na ile distance kutoka kwenye ile point where the force is applied, and also the magnitude and direction in which the force is applied tunaita ni line of action of the force. So there are some conceptual question here you will be asked, my lovely student, and those conceptual questions should be said that how can we we call the magnitude and also the direction in which the force is applied. Tunakuwa tunahitaji au unaweza kuambia kwamba can you define the line of action of the force. Tutamwambia line of action of the force this is the force applied and give us the magnitude and the direction, or the magnitude and direction of the applied force. This we can define about the line action of line of action of the force. So this can well be explained when shutting or opening a door. Kwa hiyo hapa sana sana hii tunakuwa tuna itumia tunapokuwa tuna apply, tunapokuwa tuna shoot au tunakuwa tuna open the door, kwamba imagine we want to open the door. Sasa tunataka tufungue mlango. When we open the door, always we apply the force. We apply the force perpendicular with the distance. Now if we apply the force, we could observe that the door tried to open. The door tried to open. This is how we say about the application of the line of action of the force. Kwa hiyo tunakuwa tunatumia tunapokuwa tunafungua mlango, kama tulivyosoma kipindi kile tulipokuwa O level kwenye topic yetu ya force. Tulisema kwamba we always apply the force when we want either to carry a table. We must apply the force. If we want either to carry a bucket that contain amount of water, now we should apply the force. And also when we want to open the window, we might apply the force. Kwa bila force uwezo ukafanya chochote kile. That is why we say about the application of the line action of the force. So we have been told that let us consider an opening a door with the hinge at point P, or figure number 4.19 here. It is evident that it is easier to turn the door from the point A with the larger distance from the hinge. Now consider the open door. Now let us imagine we are going to open the door. You have to go with your fellow my dear students and try to open the door. Anakuambia kwamba when you open the door with the hinge at a point P, we consider that we must state that this is the point where the door should be ended, as it is trying to be allocated on our figure number 19 for our force topic. It is evident that it proved that it is easy to turn the door from the point A. Kwa hii hapa inakuwa ina indicate kwamba ni rahisi sana kufungua mlango kutoka kwenye point A with the larger distance, kwa sababu kuna umbali mkubwa. Lakini ukikaa pale pale karibu ukajaribu kufungua ule mlango, utakuwa unaona kasa kwamba there is no any applicable of the force that can be applied pale, kwa sababu utakuwa upo karibu. Lakini ukikaa mbali utakuwa unaona kasa kwamba mbona mlango unakuwa unafunguka vizuri sana. Sasa hapa ni concept za weki ndani ambao tulijaribu kusoma tukiwa O level. So that is why we say that with the larger distance from the hinge, now the axis or the axis of rotation than the point B, which is closer to the hinge. Now we should go and try to see kwamba mtu anapokuwa anafungua mlango yupo karibu na yule ambaye yupo mbali na mlango afa anaujaribu kufungua, ametengeneza some distance, ni upi ambaye atakuwa anafungua mlango kwa urahisi zaidi? Moja kwa moja ndo point ambayo tutaenda ku consider hapa. So my dear student, as we observe that likewise turning become easy. Even if we want to turn it, the turning must be easy when the line of action of the force is applied perpendicular at the perpendicular to the door at the point A than when applied parallel to the door at that point. So let us try to observe our figure here, my lovely students. And on our figure, this represent the hinge door with the point of action of force. Kwa hiyo hapa ina reply the hinge door with the point of action of the force. It means the line of action of the force. This it is tried to apply. Now imagine this is our door, as we try to see that this is our door here. And on this door, as we have been told here that it is easy to open the door when you are at the point B with the larger distance from the hinge ukicompare na unapokuwa upo kwenye point B. So as we try to see our figure, this figure represents how the structure of the door. This gives us the structure of the door. And this we have the point here. This is the point P. And also we have the point C, we have the point B, and finally we have the point A. And also this is Q. So this PQ represent the axis of rotation. It means the place where the rotation could take place, as we try to demonstrate here. So we try that when the person is standing at the point C and try to open the door. Now because I could be near with the axis of rotation, it could give him a difficult opportunity to open that door. Similar when he is at the point B. For those who are at the point B, could get easy compared to those to that who at the point C. Compared with this point A. At the point A, the distance at the point A is very, very greater than the distance from the axis of rotation PQ up to C or up to B, as we try to observe here. So now we say that if we try to open at the point A, so the person who is at the point A should open the door very easily compared to those people who could stay at the point C or at the point C. Why could get easily to open when is at the point A? This is because at the point A, the axis at the point A. This is because at the point A there is the largest distance. Kwa hiyo kuna umbali mrefu, ndio maana tutamchukulia rahisi zaidi. Hii hapa tunaweza tukajaribu kucompare kwamba imagine wale wanaokuwa wanafungua hizi nati kwamba anapokuwa anatumia zile spana zile za zile fupi zenye zile fupi, it means kwamba anakuwa na get more difficult kuweza kufungua ile nati, lakini akitumia zile spana ambazo ni ndefu zaidi, akiwa anafungua itakuwa inamuia, yani itakuwa ni rahisi sana kuweza kuifungua ile nati the same with this one. So after this here, there are so many questions you could be asked on our session here, that why it is very difficult to open the door when you stay nearby, compared the person who will stay at a certain distance from the axis of rotation. This is the some conceptual question that you could be asked. Another question you'll be asked to explain the meaning of the torque, that can you define the term torque? And after there are another task here that you'll be asked is that what is the unity of the torque? So this are some tasks that you'll be asked into your examination, my dear students. So by saying that, my dear student, this is the end of our session here. Now I would like to invite you again for another session. I wish you all the best. Have a nice moment.